Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we try to cut through all that noise and get to the essential insights you need, especially in, well, today's complex world.
It is complex, isn't
It
it?
really is. And have you ever felt that information overload, trying to make sense of the digital backbone of your business?
Oh, absolutely. Where does the website live?
Yeah.
How does the team talk to each other? And most importantly, how do you keep all that data safe?
Exactly. So today we're diving deep into that whole intricate world of IT infrastructure. We're going to focus specifically on web hosting, cloud solutions, professional email, and, like you said, the absolute necessity of data security.
And we're doing this through a pretty interesting lens, I think. We're looking at the offerings of Systron Micronix. They've been in this game for, what, nearly 3 decades now?
Almost 30 years, yeah, which is kind of incredible in tech years.
It really is. And what's fascinating here is tracing how these core IT services have evolved over that time, Seeing how a provider like Systron Micronix has adapted to try and simplify all that complexity for businesses.
Right, so we're not just listing products.
No, definitely not. Our mission today is really to peel back the layers. We want to understand why these solutions are so critical for, well, pretty much any organization today.
We'll unpack the strategy, the benefits, the real world uses.
And hopefully discover how businesses like yours, the listener's business, can leverage these tools to grow, stay secure, and just be resilient in this constantly changing digital world.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We've got access to a pretty deep well of information about how businesses build that online presence and protect their data.
All through the perspective of this company with, like you said, a really rich history. Over 25 years, more than 1,000 clients globally, US, UK, Australia, Europe, India.
So whether you're listening as a small business owner looking to scale up, or maybe you're a developer trying to optimize performance, or honestly, just someone who wants to be better informed about this digital backbone, this deep dive is for you. It's about making informed, strategic choices.
Choices that really impact your growth and your ability to handle whatever the digital world throws at you.
Right. So let's start at the beginning. The absolute bedrock web hosting. Can't do much online without it.
Nope. If you want any kind of internet presence, a blog, an app, an e-commerce store, anything you need web hosting. It's basically making your website accessible by storing its files on a server somewhere.
It's where your website lives online, essentially, ready for visitors.
Without it, you just don't exist to the public online. Simple as that.
Exactly. And think of it like finding digital real estate, right?
Yeah.
Your choice of hosting isn't just some technical detail. It's a foundational strategic decision.
Well, it dictates performance, security, and, crucially, how easily you can grow later. Scalability. It's about making sure your online presence is visible, yes, but also fast, reliable, and ready to expand with your ambitions.
And there are different levels to this, different kinds of digital real estate.
Precisely. Different tiers, each designed for different needs, different budgets.
And Systron Micronix seems to cover that whole spectrum, starting with what's often the first step for many, shared hosting.
Yeah, the entry point.
I kind of think of it as the community approach, like moving into a big apartment building.
That's a good analogy. With shared hosting, multiple websites sometimes. Hundreds share the same physical server and its resources. CPU, RAM, bandwidth.
Like everyone in that apartment building using the same water pipes or electrical grid.
Exactly. And the big appeal, obviously, is the cost. It's very cost effective. Makes it really attractive for businesses just starting out online.
Right. The benefits are pretty clear then. Great for small to medium sites, very budget friendly, and usually quite user friendly with control panels and things.
Yeah, they make it easy to manage.
So if you're just starting, we're using common platforms like PHP, MySQL, WordPress, blogs, other CMS shared hosting is often a perfect fit to begin with.
Systron offers both Linux shared hosting, starting from, I think, just $3 a month.
Yeah, incredibly affordable.
And Windows shared hosting, too, with choices like Plesk and direct admin control panels. So it's built for ease of entry and, wide compatibility.
Definitely caters to businesses getting their feet wet online or those with websites that aren't too demanding resource-wise.
But here's a key insight for growth.
Yeah.
You have to recognize the performance ceiling. It's cost-effective, sure, but you are sharing that digital neighborhood.
Meaning,
if one of your neighbors suddenly gets a huge surge in traffic or runs a script that hogs resources.
the noisy neighbor problem.
Exactly. Your site's performance can suffer. Maybe subtly, maybe significantly. Systron's offering is a great low-friction start, but knowing when to upgrade before performance tanks, That's the strategic move.
Which brings us nicely to the next level up, a strategic upgrade for many. VPS hosting, virtual private server.
Right, the step up.
So if shared hosting is the busy apartment building, how would you describe a VPS for someone thinking about scaling?
Okay, sticking with the building analogy.
Mm-hmm.
A VPS is like upgrading from that shared apartment to your own private apartment within the same building.
Still sharing the physical structure.
Exactly. You're still on a physical server shared with others, but virtualization technology carves out a dedicated, isolated space just for you.
Isolated, that's the key difference.
I think so. It means you have your own guaranteed slice of CPU, memory, storage, completely separate from your neighbor's activities. The insight isn't just more resources, it's the isolation.
So no more noisy neighbor effect.
Much, much less susceptible to it. Your site's stability, its speed, they're far more consistent. For businesses where uptime directly impacts revenue, that isolation is often a non-negotiable step up. It's almost enterprise-level control, but at a mid-tier price.
Okay, so the key benefits are pretty significant then. Enhanced, consistent performance because resources are dedicated.
Right. More reliable speeds.
Scalability sounds better too. You can just upgrade your allocated resources easily.
Generally, yes. Much easier than migrating entirely. Usually just requires adjusting your plan.
And control. That sounds like a big one. Full root access.
Yep, full root access. That means you can customize the server environment, install the operating system you want, run specific applications, much more flexibility.
And that control plus the isolation, that must help with security too.
Definitely. Your environment is less vulnerable to issues bleeding over from other users on the same physical hardware. It's a really compelling middle ground, more affordable than a dedicated server, but with many similar advantages in performance and control.
And Systron has different VPS flavors, right?
They do. They cater to different needs there.
First up, they have managed NVMe SSD VPS servers. NVMe, that's a really fast storage, isn't it?
It is. Non-volatile memory express. Basically, a much faster way for storage to talk to the processor compared to older standards like SATA. Noticeably quicker data access, faster websites.
And managed means Systron handles the backend.
Correct. Their team manages the infrastructure updates, security, optimization, ensures performance and scalability without you needing to be a server admin. They have plans scaling from, I think, 2 virtual cores and 4 gigs of RAM up to pretty beefy setups like 16 cores and 64 gigs.
So that's ideal for developers or businesses who need power but want to focus on their projects, not server management.
Exactly. You get the speed and reliability without the sysadmin headache.
But what if you want that headache? Or rather, that control?
Well, then there's the unmanaged cloud SSD VPS. This gives you, as they say, unparalleled control, full admin privileges.
Still fast with SSD storage, but you're the boss.
You're the boss. You install what you want, configure it how you want. Plans range from 1 core up to 16 various memory and SSD options. Perfect for those with the technical know-how who want to fine-tune everything.
Okay, so shared, VPS, and then the top tier, dedicated servers.
The big one.
If VPS is the private apartment, this is the exclusive digital mansion.
That's a perfect analogy. No neighbors, no shared resources at all.
Yeah.
The entire physical server is yours, exclusively allocated to you.
So who needs this level?
It's a gold standard for mission-critical applications, very large websites, high-traffic businesses.
Yeah.
Anywhere you need absolutely consistent, uncompromised performance and guaranteed resource availability.
The advantages seem clear then. Exclusive resources, all the CPU, RAM, bandwidth are yours.
Guarantees optimal performance, no bottlenecks from others.
Security must be peak level too, being completely isolated.
Maximum isolation, yeah.
Yeah.
Drastically reduces external vulnerabilities.
And customization, total control.
Complete control. Hardware specs, operating system choice, all software configuration. You tailor it exactly to your needs.
Which should lead to top-notch reliability, high uptime.
Exactly. Crucial for business continuity. And Systron offers something important here. A hardware replacement guarantee. If a component fails, they replace it quickly, no extra cost.
That's good peace of mind, though you still need backups, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. Hardware replacement covers faulty hardware, but you always need backups for OS issues, application errors, ransomware, user mistakes. Everything else, backups are non-negotiable at every level.
Gotcha. And Systron's dedicated offerings sound pretty serious. Enterprise-grade high-performance servers, unparalleled speed, reliability, and scalability. Lots of processor options. Intel Xeon, Core i5-57, AMD EPYC.
Yeah, serious hardware. RAM from 32 gigs up to half a terabyte. And tons of storage options, HDD, SSD, NVMe. You can really spec out a beast.
That minimizes downtime during a transition, which is critical. Plus, that 24/7 free technical support. And just like VPS, you can choose managed or unmanaged.
So flexibility based on your team's skills and needs.
Exactly. So this brings up a really important question, doesn't it? How do you, the listener, figure out which of these shared, VPS, dedicated is right for you?
That's the $1 million question, or maybe the $3 a month question sometimes. It's not just about today. You have to think about tomorrow, too. Anticipate growth.
Right. You don't want to overspend on something you don't need yet.
But you also don't want to under-provision and hit a performance wall right when your business starts taking off. That can kill momentum and frustrate users.
So what's the key? Understanding your traffic, your application needs.
All of that. Traffic patterns, peak loads, how resource-intensive your website or application is, and honestly, your team's technical expertise. Do you have people who can manage an unmanaged server? Or is a managed service a better investment?
And Systron's sales team can help guide that decision.
They emphasize that, yeah. Their customer-first philosophy seems geared towards being a partner, not just selling you the most expensive box, helping you find the right fit for the long haul.
Okay, so we've established the foundation, the digital real estate. What's next? How do we communicate from that digital home?
Communication.
The lights.
Lifeblood, right. Professional email solutions.
Absolutely crucial. For credibility, reliable communication, smooth workflows. I mean, seeing an email from, coolbiz@gmail.com just doesn't feel the same as contact@coolbiz.com, does it?
Not at all. That custom domain email address is instant branding, instant professionalism, but it's more than just looks.
Right. Professional solutions usually offer better security, more storage, advanced features, stuff you need for business.
Definitely. And when businesses look into this, two big names usually pop up: Google Workspace and Microsoft 365.
The two giants. Let's compare them. Google Workspace first.
Okay. Google Workspace is all about leveraging Google's ecosystem. Think real-time collaboration, easy migration, instant support. You get Gmail, Drive, Meet, Calendar, Docs, Sheets, Slides.
All the familiar Google tools, but geared for business.
Yeah.
With your custom domain.
Exactly. Various plans offering different storage levels, features. It's really built for that seamless, browser-based collaboration. Great for agile teams, people already deep in the Google ecosystem.
And then Microsoft 365.
Microsoft 365 focuses on streamlining workflows using Microsoft Suite. Seamless integration, strong enterprise security, mobile productivity. You get the desktop apps people know, Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, plus cloud services like OneDrive and Teams.
Also with different plans, storage tiers, security features.
Right. The distinction often comes down to Microsoft's deep ties to traditional desktop software and its often more robust enterprise security features. Larger organizations, or those heavily invested in Windows and Office, might lean this way.
So the choice depends on your team's workflow, familiarity, and specific security needs.
Pretty much. And Systron is an authorized partner for both, so they can help you integrate and support whichever you choose.
But they offer other options too, not just the big two.
Yeah, they have their own hosted email solution, a cost-effective option with webmail, spam virus protection.
Yeah.
And they also mention offering Zoho Mail and hosted OX App Suite. So there's flexibility beyond Google and Microsoft.
Okay, so choosing the platform is one thing, but email security, that's a whole other beast, isn't it?
Paramount. Absolutely paramount. Systron doesn't just sell the service. They seem focused on security best practices too. They offer specific email security add-ons, but also use their blog to keep clients informed.
What?
Well, I saw they recently discussed the European Accessibility Act, the EAA. Its deadline is June 2025. That could impact how businesses need to format emails for accessibility, especially if they operate internationally. Staying ahead of regulations like that is crucial.
Good point. Anything else on the technical side?
Yeah, they talked about ARC, Authenticated Received Chain.
ARC. Sounds complicated.
It's a bit technical, but basically it's an email authentication protocol. Think of it like a chain of digital signatures that verifies how an email was handled as it passed through different servers.
Why is that important?
It helps fight sophisticated phishing and spoofing, ensures legitimate emails are trusted and don't just land in spam folders. For businesses, getting emails delivered reliably and securely, that's critical.
Yeah.
Insights like these on ARC are really valuable.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have hosting, we have professional email, but how do we actually get customers? That brings us to e-commerce and digital marketing.
Right. It's not enough to just be online. You need to be found.
Yeah.
And you need to convert visitors.
And Systron seems to go beyond just providing the server space here. They help build the store and bring people to it.
That's the idea. Their e-commerce development approach involves really understanding your products, your customers, your business processes to build something truly custom.
Not just a generic template.
No, it's about crafting an online experience that fits your brand and actually drives sales. Imagine, say, a small artisan bakery going online. Systron wouldn't just build the site. They'd integrate real-time inventory for fresh goods, secure payments, things vital for that specific business.
That makes sense. And they focus on features for smooth transactions.
Yeah, dynamic shopping carts, multi-level catalogs for lots of products, advanced search, product reviews for social proof, user accounts, SSL security for trust.
And real-time inventory management, so you don't sell something you don't have.
Exactly. And on the back end, easy management for the business owner. Categories, products, orders, multilingual, multi-currency support for selling internationally, sales stats, banner management for promotions. It's a whole package.
But having a great store isn't enough if no one visits, right? The digital marketing part.
Crucial. And Systron offers services there too. SEO, search engine optimization to help you rank higher in Google searches.
So people find you organically.
Right. And SMO, social media optimization to build your presence on platforms where your customers hang out. They even offer a tool called SocialBee to help manage social media activities.
So what this means for you, the listener, is they're aiming to be a one-stop shop, not just the digital address, but helping you build the whole neighborhood, invite people in, and make sure they have a good experience.
That seems to be the goal, an integrated approach.
Yeah.
Which can definitely simplify things for a business rather than juggling multiple vendors for hosting, e-commerce, and marketing.
Yeah, that integrated approach feels vital today. Your website often is your main storefront. Attracting traffic is just as important as having the lights on.
You wouldn't open a physical store without a sign or advertising, would you? Same logic applies online.
Okay, beyond the standard stuff, Systron also has some really specialized business solutions, things that solve very specific problems, like this business file sharing system, BFS.
Ah, yes, BFS. The problem it tackles is surprisingly common, moving important documents securely and reliably. Email attachments just don't cut it for large files, sensitive data, or when you need tracking.
Size limits, mailbox quotas getting full, no way to know if someone actually downloaded the file.
Exactly. So BFS is a hosted application designed specifically for secure, recordable, fast file transfers using secure HTTP 1.1, kind of like a private managed FTP.
And the features sound pretty comprehensive. Multiple file uploads, downloads, ZIP support, user management, detailed reports.
Accountability is key there. You can see who uploaded what, who downloaded what when. You can send one file to multiple users, manage users easily.
And administrators have good control. File manager, trash recovery system, suspending users without deleting their files.
Right. Important for managing employee changes. Plus, email notifications for new files and a neat feature, inviting non-registered users to securely upload files to BFS users. Streamlines working with external partners or clients.
So who uses this? It sounds useful for a lot of people.
The use cases are broad. Corporations of all sizes, obviously, but also professionals, lawyers with case files, architects with blueprints, accountants with financial docs, BPOs transferring client data, software devs sharing code, anyone needing to move files securely and efficiently.
And it's web-based, no software needed.
Correct. Accessible from anywhere. They offer annual packages based on users, transfer limits, storage space, scalable.
Interesting. What else in the specialized category? Content management systems, CMS.
Yes, CMS solutions. Essential for keeping websites dynamic and informative. Managing content distribution efficiently.
So non-technical people can update the website easily.
That's a huge advantage. Multi-language support, managing digital assets like documents, videos, images right within the system. Even composing email campaigns using website content. It empowers business users to publish content via a browser, reducing bottlenecks with developers for simple updates.
And it helps maintain consistency, branding, layout.
Absolutely. Centralized management through templates. Plus, workflow features for content review and approval, vital for quality control and compliance. And version control you can roll back to previous versions if needed. A lifesaver sometimes.
Which CMS platforms do they focus on?
They mention open source ones. Joomla, Website Baker, Drupal. All PHP-based. Shows a commitment to flexible, widely supported platforms.
Okay, one more specialized one. The Enterprise Mail Distribution Server, SES, or Systron Enterprise Server.
Right, SES. This is basically a full internet gateway server for managing local and internet mail. The big pitch here is potentially reducing costs compared to expensive systems like Microsoft Exchange or Lotus Notes by using a robust open source alternative.
What are the benefits? No user limits or licensing costs?
That's a major one for cost savings. It also centralizes mail handling for your network. Single point of delivery, easier management, better security oversight. You can schedule sending, receiving, use local mail, even without direct internet access for internal comms.
And it can fetch mail from external servers for local distribution.
Yes, and importantly, mail between local users stays local, doesn't need to go out to the internet and back, which can be faster and more secure.
And security is built in. Virus and spam scanning.
Deeply integrated. All incoming and outgoing mail scanned. Automatic updates for threat databases and antivirus signatures, plus standard webmail features, folders, address book, search, etc.
It sounds like more than just email, though. Proxy server. Firewall.
Yeah, it integrates internet access control. Admins can filter traffic, block sites, control access by IP, user, time of day, prevent unauthorized access.
Yeah.
And there's a backup SES server option for disaster recovery, backing up configs, and daily user mail.
So tying this section together, these specialized tools show that IT infrastructure is way more than just a website, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's about building a secure, efficient, often cost-effective operational backbone for the whole business. Centralizing control, boosting productivity.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. We've built the house, set up communication, but what about protecting everything inside? Data backup.
Non-negotiable. Absolutely critical. Data is precious. Hardware fails, software glitches, ransomware happens.
It's terrifying, honestly.
It is. Regular, reliable backups are the only real way to mitigate those risks and ensure you can recover, ensure business continuity.
And Systron pushes Acronis Cloud Backup as a key solution here. They're an Acronis partner.
Yeah, Acronis is widely regarded as a gold standard. It's not just about having a copy, it's about fast recovery. Acronis focuses on minimizing downtime, getting you back online quickly after an incident. 247 protection.
And it scales from small sites to big servers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plans range from 50 gigabit for maybe a small website or VPS up to multi-terabyte plans for dedicated servers or protecting multiple devices across an organization. Fast recovery, robust protection key for any business.
Do they offer other backup options besides Acronis?
They do mention others: CDP backup, CodeGuard, Acronis Disaster Recovery, which is a more comprehensive service, and general website backup. So you have choices depending on your specific needs and budget.
Okay, so backup is about recovery. What about prevention? Building the digital fortress.
That's where comprehensive security measures come in. And a really fundamental, visible part of that is SSL certificates.
The little padlock icon in the browser.
It's exactly. Essential for secure identity and encrypting data between the user's browser and your server. Without one, browsers flag your site as not secure. Huge deterrent for visitors, bad for trust, bad for SEO.
And there are different types of SSL.
Yes, depending on the level of validation needed. DV domain validated is quickest, good for personal sites or blogs. OV organization validation verifies the business itself, takes a bit longer, better for businesses.
And EV, extended validation.
That's the highest level, strictest validation process. The visitor actually sees your verified company name in the address bar. Best for e-commerce, anywhere maximum trust is needed. And there's wildcard SSL too for securing multiple subdomains.
So the visual cues are important for trust.
Hugely important.
Yeah.
In today's world, people are wary. That padlock, that verified name, it matters.
Beyond SSL, what other security layers do they offer?
I mentioned things like SiteLock for scanning and removing malware, Komodo Sea-Watch for more advanced threat protection, and DDoS protection to guard against attacks that try to flood your site with traffic.
Plus the basics like firewalls, ongoing malware scanning, and backups again.
Right, backups are key for security too. If you get hit by ransomware, often the best recovery is restoring from a clean backup. Security is multi-layered.
So this really is where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? All the cool features don't mean much if your data isn't safe.
Absolutely. Security isn't a one-time purchase. It's an ongoing process, a strategy. Requires vigilance.
And Systron seems to emphasize staying informed through their blog.
Yeah, that commitment to sharing insights is valuable. Like that piece on Noodlaw file malware using fake AI video generator.
That sounds sneaky.
Very. Leveraging excitement about AI to trick people into installing malware. Understanding these current threats is critical for businesses to educate employees and protect systems.
They also offer practical tips, like CAPI-TCA.
Right, a guide on adding CAPI-TCH protection, a basic but effective defense. And they discuss newer concepts like SaaS, Secure Access Service Edge.
SASB. What's that in simple terms?
It basically combines networking and security into a single cloud service. Simplifies securing access for remote users, mobile devices, really relevant for today's hybrid work world. Keeping clients informed about these evolving threats and solutions is a big plus for an IT provider.
Okay, so bringing this all together, in a crowded market, why Systron Micronix? What makes them stand out?
Well, first off, that history. Nearly 3 decades, established in 1997, 25-plus years of industry experience. That kind of longevity in tech speaks volumes about adaptability and resilience.
Surviving and thriving through multiple tech cycles.
Exactly. It suggests a partner who can likely navigate future shifts with you.
And their global reach. Over 1,000 clients across the US, UK, Australia, Europe, India.
That demonstrates a proven track record, ability to handle diverse needs, and they emphasize a customer-first philosophy, aiming to be a partner, not just a vendor, aligning tech with business goals. Their mission statement about mutual growth, we work for everyone's benefit, suggests a collaborative, long-term view.
Support is huge, too. You mentioned 24/7 technical support.
Critical. Round-the-clock technical assistance, they call it. Immediate support via email, ticket, phone across regions. Minimizing downtime, maximizing efficiency. That's peace of mind right there.
What about pricing and flexibility?
They mention transparent pricing, flexible payment methods, aiming for value-driven services, and their focus on adaptive IT infrastructure. Scalable, customizable solutions means they should be able to grow with your business.
Plus, the performance promises lightning fast, unmatched reliability, high uptime.
Table stakes for hosting, but essential. And those flexible management options, managed versus unmanaged, letting you choose based on your team's skills and resources. And that hassle-free migration support is a big deal when switching provider.
And they've won awards for this stuff.
Quite a few, actually. Most Trusted Web Hosting Company in 2018, Most Outstanding U.S. Web Hosting Company in 2019, Hosting Collocation Innovation of the Year in 2021, Most Innovative Web Hosting Company in 2022.
Those aren't trivial in this competitive space.
No, they really aren't. They signal a consistent commitment to quality, support, innovation, things that directly benefit you as a client.
Another differentiator you mentioned was strategic partnerships. Google, Microsoft, AWS, Acronis.
Right. Being authorized partners means deep integration, access to latest tech, training, priority support from these giants. It's not just reselling. It ensures clients get optimized, reliable solutions, often with better support pathways.
Okay, let's talk about something increasingly important. CSR, corporate social responsibility. Especially green IT.
Yes, sustainability in tech. Reducing the digital carbon footprint. It's becoming a major consideration for businesses choosing vendors.
And Systron is actively working on this. Sustainable innovation.
That's what they call it. Focusing on several areas. Green servers. Using energy-efficient hardware, low-carbon architectures. Basically, servers that use less power, generate less heat.
Makes sense. What else?
Virtualization optimization. Really maximizing the use of each physical server through smart resource allocation, multi-tenant management, fewer idling machines, less waste.
And looking ahead, renewable energy.
They mentioned exploring that. Investing in carbon-neutral tech strategies, seeking sustainable power for their data centers. A forward-looking commitment.
Plus, choosing energy-efficient equipment generally. Energy Star certified stuff.
Right, selecting efficient components across the board. For you, the listener, choosing a provider focused on this helps your business reduce its own environmental impact and align with sustainability goals. It matters.
It definitely does. So, wrapping up, it's clear this digital world isn't standing still.
Not even close. Constantly evolving.
And Systron seems to keep a finger on the pulse based on their blog topics. You mentioned PHP 8.4.
Yeah, discussing new programming language features that impact web development shows they're tracking advancements relevant to their core services.
And that ChatGPT article for SEO, using AI as a tool.
Right. Not just hyping AI, but showing practical ways to use tools like ChatGPT for optimizing websites today. Very grounded, useful insight into how AI intersects with business operations.
Plus, tackling ongoing fundamentals like mobile friendliness.
Still critical.
And practical guides for things like migrating websites and email accounts.
Yeah, addressing real-world pain points. It shows an awareness of both the cutting edge and the everyday challenges their clients face. That's reassuring in a long-term partner.
Okay, so we've covered a massive amount today. The whole spectrum of hosting, shared, VPS, dedicated.
Right, finding the right digital real estate.
Professional email options like Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, plus others.
Choosing your communication hub.
Specialized tools like the business file sharing system and CMS solutions,
Solving specific operational needs.
and the absolute necessity of data protection, Acronis backups, SSL certificates, multi-layered security.
Building that digital fortress and having a recovery plan.
And we looked at what makes a provider like Systron Micronix potentially stand out.
Their decades of experience, that customer-first approach, 204/7 support, the awards, the strategic partnerships,
And their commitment to sustainability through green IT initiatives.
all important factors when choosing who to trust with your critical infrastructure.
So hopefully this deep dive has given you, the listener, a clearer picture, helped you feel more informed to make those strategic choices for your own digital presence, whether it's personal or for your business.
Because making informed choices really is the foundation for an efficient, secure, and future-proof IT setup.
Absolutely. So here's a final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
As technology keeps accelerating, especially with AI seemingly weaving into everything, how does that underlying IT infrastructure, the hosting, the networks, the security need to adapt even further? What unexpected challenges or maybe opportunities might that create for you in the coming years?